down towards the Mercedes arena, in the middle of which is the BMW of Paolo Meloni, and he gets up the inside, turns the Audi around. That comes across the road and gets hit hard by the Borusan BMW, that in turn gets hit hard. And here it is from another angle. BMW gets hit by the Aston Martin. Others on the outside of the road with nowhere to go get caught up in it, and it's just a general melee, isn't it?
You take.
Well, it's just Jeremy's they're both just leaning on each other, you know, right here, and then actually Tyler is off. They're not even rubbing there, and you know, with them bumping like that, you can see they're offline.
Yeah.
See that? See how wide they are? They're way offline, and probably a little bit green out there, and you know, when he got on the throttle.
Is one of the... Oh, someone has gone off now and made contact with the barriers. It was a red car. That's all I saw, Shay.
There's never a small crash in the kink. That's that section of the track. The flags will be out. Everyone needs to slow down and take caution. Lisa Clark, the first car to come across it. Now, the car is stationary off to driver's right, up against the barriers, with the passenger side up against the barriers. So that will be good for extracting the driver. But we will be red flag almost immediately as there is debris strewn across the track.
Et la voiture qui rentre en box. Attention! Attention dans la ligne droite, énorme accident pour une NP02 qui est partie à la faute. Ou attention, il va y avoir un drapeau jaune dans ce secteur et peut-être une safety car même. Est-ce qu'il y a des débris sur la piste? La voiture qui arrive tout de même à repartir dans un état assez déplorable. Mais c'est la 18 encore, c'est Win Race. C'est le team Win Race, José Ibanez, qui est parti à la faute en pleine ligne droite. La voiture est arrêtée maintenant au niveau du virage numéro 1. Ah oui, elle ne va pas pouvoir repartir beaucoup plus loin. Oh oui, quel accident là aussi au moment de faire les freins, j'ai l'impression. Oh, il a essayé, il a tenté un dépassement. Il a tenté un dépassement, j'ai l'impression, il est complètement parti à la faute. Il a perdu le contrôle. Heureusement, alors il lui tapait le rail de sécurité. Derrière, il a pu repartir quelques mètres avant.
Il remonte et il est déjà 4e. Oh, attention, ça a tapé, énorme accident! Énorme accident, justement, pour la voiture numéro 62. 162, c'est terrible, c'est le pilote australien. Drapeau rouge, la course est suspendue. Énorme accident en bout de ligne droite. Il a justement, on avait vu le pilote argentin en 2e position qui avait failli partir à la faute en perdant l'arrière. Ça a été le cas pour cette voiture numéro 162, en espérant que le pilote australien se porte bien.
今これスピードがおーっとスピンだ39今度中山止まれないクラッシュだかなり大きなクラッシュになりました中山マシンが横転しているさあこれはちょっと危険な状態ですのでレッドフラッグになるのでは赤旗ですレッドフラッグになります
He fends him off, but then the door opens up and Luca Link loses a place to Claudia Henning. She goes wide on the brakes, he comes back down the inside, there's contact, and around goes Claudia Henning. Luca Link is there as well, collected, and really unlucky as Adrian Rouge is sent off into the barrier in the number 12 car. It was nothing to do with him, he was just behind the incident.
And find himself in contact with Jerzy Spinkovic. And Savoia, oh, he ended up on the gravel, couldn't get the car turned. Oh, and did Spinkovic roll? Yes, he did. Goodness me. Well, I'm glad to say that we've already seen Jerzy Spinkovic out of the car. But oh, that was a heavy landing on the roof there, as well as the car continued to rotate. A number of rolls there. You'll be unsurprised to hear that the safety car has been deployed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and even 6 rotations for Jerzy Spinkovic, who thankfully is already out of the car. Savoia, I don't think he had much control of that situation once he was onto the gravel. He couldn't get that car turned. And Spinkovic, certainly not with the type of ride he was hoping to have this weekend at the Red Bull Ring. I'm sure he's going to feel that. Torelli, since he got into the top 10, has struggled to make headway. Oh, and that's a big collision there. The 107 car out of control. Christian Ricciarini. He collected Savoia and at least one other car there. The 109 of Savoia is involved, and the third car, just trying to make out who that is. A couple of others making their way through the escape road as well. but a big collision but we have a new leader, and moving back up into third place is Gabriele Torelli. Let's get a look at everything that was going on at the bus stop on that previous lap, though. Across the gravel and somehow keeping the car in something like the right direction there was Lancilotti in the 84. A doff of the cap to Lancilotti in the 84. That was a heart stopper of a moment, and Pierre Bradot got tagged by Anthony Gerardo going through the bus stop. So that's how those positions were lost. The safety car, though, has been deployed, and now we're seeing why. A huge upside down moment there. I believe that's Guillaume Mayo in the 99 car. Contact at the top of Radiant. And the safety car has been deployed for what will be the third and final time. Thankfully, Guillaume Mayo is out of the car, but that was a spectacular incident.
With teammate Lorenzo Flusha, it's not a teammate battle this time, but an Arden and an RHGP as they make their way over the crest. Oh no! Oh, it's Tim Tramnitz! Tramnitz off on the cusp of Eau Rouge in Radion, and that is clear suspension damage on the car as he makes his way up the hill. Joshua Dirksen now moves up to second. Hadrian David on the cusp of another podium as they head through towards Lake Com now. A welcome return for David, a not so welcome return for Tramnitz. He's out of the race. The safety car's being deployed. Goodness me. A getaway certainly that would be rude by that of Tim Tramnitz, the man who is chasing yet more results this weekend. A red flag, the race will be stopped, and surely that will send the victory the way of Andrea Kimi Antonelli, ahead of that of Joshua Dirksen and Hadrian David. But the red flag is out, the race has been stopped, the timer is at 0, ladies and gentlemen, but Tim Tramnitz
out 239 k's up the straight into the wall. In the background, we've lost as Stuka goes around the outside. We'll get back to that in just a moment. The safety car will come back out onto the circuit. It's a big one too. It is one of the VAR cars. It is an almighty crash at one of the most infamous and dangerous corners in world motorsport. The red flag is out. The race has been stopped. It is one of the Van Amersfoort racing cars which was into the wall, and the red flag is out again. This is what happened. Oh, that's a big one. Multiple cars involved in that. Bidon Bakhti, there's spinner going on through. In the background, took out his second WSK title, winning the WSK Supermaster Series. Oh boy, up and over one of the AKM cars. A big end for end. A monster crash for Tina Hausmann. The safety car imminent. 5 red lights. Ugo on pole position, and he goes nowhere. Ugatuku has stalled from pole. What a disaster for the American, and he's been collected big time. One car upside down.
Coming now for Harvick. Oh, and around goes a couple cars. Preece upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Preece upside down in the infield. Caution has come out. He's on his wheels. There was fire off the left side of the car. A huge barrel roll for Preece and the AMR safety crew there to him.
That second bite of the cherry there, didn't he?
Oh no, that's Jensen O'Neill going airborne, and over he goes, and that is a big crash for Jensen O'Neill going down at the bottom of the old hairpin. That is a big one indeed.
So we're going to see a spin from the middle, the 66. He's going to come down and hit the inside wall very, very hard.
And this is where the wall kicks out right there. And that shot doesn't do justice. And look at this car. Barrel rolling down the backstretch.
And that wasn't the half of it. By the way, Dexter Stacy has also climbed from his race car.
So this is Blaine Perkins. You see he's going to get hit. The car's going to catch the air, land right here on the roof, and here comes the barrel roll.
Right when you get sideways like that, it starts to bite, and then off it goes. And at this point, you hope when it's up in the air that it doesn't land on the roof.
Look at the parts and pieces just coming off that race car as it barrel rolls down the back straightaway.
It's at 6-7 times I think I saw that car go around.
Yeah, some big hits within the rolls, right? The revolutions at that speed usually isn't bad. It's the impact.
And there goes Daniel Hemrick off the bumper of Sheldon Creed. And this is the big one here at Talladega.
Oh, my.
Got one upside down. Is that Daniel Hemrick
That's
on his
Hemrick
roof?
upside down.
Most of the field is caught up in this wreck. Only a handful of cars are driving by us right now. So I hope Daniel's okay.
Second time today. We've had
some comes down too late, right? Late block, and then kind of causes the big one, and everyone's right there. And there is some massive hits. A lot of cars to the outside wall.
Yeah,
and pretty much all the cars behind get caught up in this thing somehow.
I think, Joey, the closing rate was faster than Daniel could anticipate. He had just gotten too far out. And that just, it's a rubber.
3 wide through turn 1, Townsend. He's going to try the outside of turn 2. They're filing through side by side. This is where we've seen so many problems in contact already for a McLaren.
I think that's Rosenquist. Felix Rosenquist with more damage in the back. The track is total chaos.
Looks like Devlin DiFrancesco airborne. Simon Pagenaud I see in the wall. His teammate Elio Castro Neves sideways. Huge accident down the track is blocked. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a red flag here.
And Stingray Rob, one of the 4 rookies involved. I think Benjamin Peterson as well. 2 of the 4 in that crash are rookies. That is huge, and that's what can happen on street course racing.
Let's take a look at where it started.
You're going to see Rosenquist, I believe, there. That's his teammate, those 2 orange and blue McLarens. And then further back, I'm not even sure this was related.
It looks like maybe, I want to say it was Santino Ferrucci. No, David Malukas, I think. No, Santino Ferrucci, sorry. And the black car got into the back. Oh, my goodness. A big rear lock from Colin Hurd. Oh, Rinus VK. We have a car up and over. Kyle Kirkwood's involved. That looks like Jack Harvey as well. Rinus VK in the tires. Huge accident. Yellow flag is out.
That's the second.
You're all right.
Second car airborne.
Second fully airborne car. Kyle Kirkwood
the car is not.
cleared a tabletop.
Tons of damage to the 27 Auto Nation Honda for Andretti Autosport. Not what they wanted to see. Both of the flying cars were Andretti Autosport cars, unfortunately, for that organization. Man, that was a big hit.
Check out, look further back down the track.
It's Rossi and Graham Rahal.
So you see Rinus VK, he's got Joseph Newgarden on the inside of him. Joseph Newgarden pulls the move off. Rinus just gets into the dirty part of the racetrack. Jack Harvey absolutely nowhere to go. David Malukas collects a bit of contact as Kyle Kirkwood just pole vaults. Rosenquist moves that shell car. Oh! Felix in the wall, big time.
This is going to be a big hit right here. I don't know if he's going to keep it out of the turn 2 wall.
Oh no, Kirkwood. Ooh. Kirkwood upside down.
Guys, this will be a red flag almost certainly. Huge impact.
Felix Rosenquist crashed and spun.
Out of the car. Sit tight.
And Kyle Kirkwood had nowhere to go. There's Kyle Kirkwood. Acknowledges.
Goes to the front.
Award on the inside of Marcus Ericsson and spins. Pato Award has crashed out of the Indianapolis 500.
That was a wild ride for Pato Award. Thought about going to the inside, came up, went back down for a late move. Other cars involved. Augustine Canapino moving slowly, and it looks like one of the Meyer Shankage. Oh! No control, obviously, for Canapino. Hits the stopped car of Pato Award. Carnage in 3.
Simon Pagenaud is the pink and white Meyer Shank car. Canapino comes to a rest next to Award.
There's Simon Pagenaud, 2019 winner of the Indy 500. Is Meyer Shank Honda to a stop. Oh boy. why we're under a second red flag. Watch the black and white car to your right.
You see that late pop out. He faded to the right, then dives back left. He goes all the way into the grass, Townsend. You saw his left sides hit the dirt.
Look at the save from Ericsson,
so
too.
high.
I'm pretty sure there was...
Let's go! And watch Alexander Rossi, fourth car.
Oh, they're wrecking!
Big crash!
Peterson, Graham Rahal, Ed Carpenter, all in the wall before start-finish.
Uh-oh.
Marcus Ericsson is credited with leading at the moment with 4 laps to go. Guys, do we have time for another red flag?
Benjamin Peterson, fastest ever qualifier, fastest ever rookie qualifier for AJ Foyt Racing, does not get to see the checkered flag, nor does Ed Carpenter, the only owner driver in the field. 3 red flags in this Indy 500. They have to reset again.
There's John Marco Pradell, Alfio spinner with the right rear broken. Enzo Deligny smash, airborne from the French-American, takes out one of the cram cars, and upside down, that's Davide Larini on the outside. It looks as though it's Aurelio Nobel's upside down. Dominguez goes through, Alfio spinner with a broken car 9, tries to pull off Enzo Deligny. A huge crash for the Brazilian-Belgian Aurelio.
About roughly 10 seconds. Oh, that's a spin. That's a big crash there. Big crash. That's Thierry Boutsen. One of the playoff drivers who has a big crash there. He's hit by Rustin Chazarus. Big drama here at Orchard Lake. That's a horrible crash for Thierry Boutsen, and somehow he flips over at turn 1 and he's still going. Thierry Boutsen over.
Ground force and Enzo Holman both going past this contact on the straight. Ground force, a huge crash. That's the championship leader out of the race. Contact on the straight with the Liasana stump. That is clumsy. I hope that Lena's ground force is.
What on earth happened? Right, we're going through turn 2. No, we're at the end of the lap. Oh, we're at the end of the lap. Oh, wow. So he's completely missed his braking point, and gosh, the gravel is miles and miles away from the circuit, and yet he still managed to reach the barrier. That is a scary accident. Scary, scary accident for Maurice Chen. So that's even before.
Away from the Lamborghini in that tussle.
Oh, huge incident heading into La Fagna corner, and that's the back of John Melson's car, so that has to be Owen Creed, who was trying an overtake for 3rd position and smacks into the back of John Melson, immediately eliminating him from the race, and we go safety car again. Owen Creed had a great run out of Pouon, but he didn't have the open door to allow his car, the M Racing machine, up the inside, and consequently, maybe only just one car under the safety car. Oh, off in the background is Josh Skelton. That's a huge incident coming out of Lacombe corner. Unbelievably, he keeps the foot buried though, because he still pointed the car in the right direction, wanting to get it back as quickly as possible, but it's left debris in the gravel trap, it's left debris on the